This is going to be the story about Black Beetle Old Man. I have never seen Black Beetle Old Man, so I'm not sure whether he's a man or whether he's a bug. I guess you can see him any way you want to in your imagination. Black Beetle Old Man and his wife, Black Beetle Old Woman, lived in a small house at the top of a hill. In the valley below them, several other animals had their homes. Now one day, Black Beetle Old Woman wanted to bake some bread. So she told her husband to go get firewood for her to heat the oven with. Black Beetle Old Man had an old wagon with big round wooden wheels. That's what he always used to haul his firewood. He went out and took hold of the handles of the wagon with his front legs. With the rest of his legs, he walked away, pulling the wagon behind him. The wagon was empty, and the big wheels rolled along without making a sound. He went down the hill and over by the river. He found a lot of dead branches from the cottonwood trees. He broke them all up and he filled up the wagon and started for home. But now that the wagon was full, it was heavy. The wheels rolled along slowly and they squeaked as they rolled. They said, "Ay, ay, ay, tsine, 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 ay, 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 tsine, tsine, tsine." It almost sounded like a song. Black Beetle Old Man pulled the wagon until he was getting close to the bottom of the hill. And then he said to himself, "Oh, I don't want to pull the wagon up the hill all by myself. I'll find someone to help me." Coyote lived nearby, so he went to Coyote's house and asked Coyote to help him. Coyote came back to him to where the wagon load of wood was waiting. And Coyote said, "Black Beetle Old Man, you pull the handles in front of the wagon. I will push from behind." Black Beetle Old Man took the handles and Coyote gave a shove from behind and the wheels started to sing. Ay, 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 tsine, 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 ay, 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 tsine, tsine, tsine. And Coyote said to himself, "Oh, what a pretty song this wagon sings. I could dance to that song." So while Black Beetle Old Man huffed and puffed and pulled the handles of the wagon, Coyote danced along behind, lifting his knees up high and singing, "Ay, ay, ay, tsine, 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 ay, 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 tsine, tsine, tsine." When they got just to the bottom of the hill, Coyote said, "Black Beetle Old Man, don't pull the wagon up the hill yet. I want my friend Badger to hear the song your wagon sings. Push it back to where it was. Let me go get my friend." So Black Beetle Old Man pushed the wagon back to where they had started, and Coyote ran off to Badger's house. Black Beetle Old Man took the handles in front of the wagon. Coyote and Badger started pushing from behind, and the wheels began to sing their song. Ay, 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 tsine, 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 ay, 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 tsine, tsine, tsine. Black Beetle Old Man huffed and puffed and sweated as he pulled the wagon. Coyote danced along, lifting his knees up high. Badger bobbed his long nose from one side to the other, and he sang, "Hi, hi, hi, Tina, Tina, Tina." When they came to the very bottom of the hill, Badger said, "Black Beetle Old Man, don't pull your wagon up the hill yet. I want my friend Skunk to hear the song your wagon sings." Black Beetle Old Man pushed the wagon back again, and Badger went waddling off to Skunk's house. Black Beetle Old Man took the handles in front of the wagon. Coyote and Badger and Skunk gave a shove from behind, and the wheels sang, "Aye, aye, aye, Tsine, 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 aye, 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 tsine, tsine, tsine." Black Beetle Old Man huffed and puffed and sweated and strained as he pulled the wagon. Coyote danced along, lifting his knees up high. Badger bobbed his head from one side to the other, and Skunk started waving his tail up and down. You know what happens when Skunk starts waving his tail around. It stinks. Coyote was the first one to notice it. He fanned a paw in front of his nose. He said, my wife's going to be wondering where I am. I think I'd better go back home." And Coyote ran off. And Badger turned his long nose away from Skunk. He said, "I was in the middle of digging a new hole when Coyote came to get me. I better finish the job." Badger went away, but Skunk knew the real reason why they were leaving, and he was embarrassed. So Skunk went home, and Black Beetle Old Man had to pull the wagon up the hill all by himself. When he got home and started unloading his firewood, finally he could sing the song. As he unloaded the wood, he sang, "Aye, aye, aye, tsine, 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 aye, 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 tsine, tsine, tsine." And his wife came outside, and she said, "That's a beautiful song you're singing. I wish we had a baby to sing that song to." So they got some rags, and they made a little doll out of rags. All evening long, they sat there singing to the doll. "Aye, aye, aye, tsine, 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 aye, 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 tsine, tsine, tsine." And then finally they fell asleep. And when they woke up the next morning, they couldn't remember the song. And the wagon was empty now, so it was no longer singing, and the song was forgotten. But somebody must have remembered that song, because they still tell the story about it.